Crypt cruising in cool Crocs. World-class artist, Slart's weekly art practice, week 31. SLART August 8, 2024. Cream of the crop. I'm the new Jean Dubuffet. I write, at least, twice weekly about my art practice and share stories about the journey of moving from a day job to a full-time professional artist. By SLART author's note, every Saturday, I share my art practice over the past 7 days. I'm fascinated by artistic practice. It's not just about creating art but the entire process. From influences and ideas to materials and skills, each artist's unique approach shapes their work, making it more than a finished piece. Just imagine having a weekly update from your favorite living artist. How cool would that be? If this piece is too long for email, you can read it here in Substack. Or download the app. This post is brought to you today by Crocs. Full disclosure, they paid me $55,555 to sponsor this post. This week in the world of SLART. Crypt gallery proposal submission submitted. I set myself a deadline for submission. As this is the linchpin of the project, I need to get my proposal accepted before the exhibition can happen. This is obvious, I know, but it's so easy to do busy work and not focus on what is most important right now. We all do it. I think I spent about 10 hours on this. I feel like it's put me in full focus to make this an outstanding exhibition, one that launches my career into orbit. Thanks so much to Beth Rapps for being my co-pilot on it. You're an outstanding editor, writer, proofreader and coach. Watch this space. Crix Gallery is born. You've probably heard me talking about a community art gallery, studio space I've been in the process of securing. It's one of those things that's been on the back burner as I've had a lot on. But since Beth Rapps has helped me so much in structuring things, I've had a renewed sense of vigor and submitted a one-page proposal to the charity that owns the building. I'll let you know what they say. Logo sneak peek. Does anyone know what Crix is in another language? Basquiat and herring Crocs. For the first time in my life, I feel cool. My wife bought me some Jean-Michel Basquiat Crocs and I treated myself to Keith Haring Crocs. And the Basquiats. Instagram ad, Vice, from Steve Veazey. Last week I spoke about an ad I ran for 30 days. I had a great comment from Steve Veazey. Thank you, Steve. When I was on Instagram, I used paid ads a few times. Eventually, I figured out the best fit for me was to ignore their suggested key demographics, go into my analytics and pull the data from there. I found age and gender were more helpful than location, and boosted my top, most interacted post versus an "About me and my services" post. This landed a couple of new clients, whereas the "Hire me" posts had no return. All in all, I'd do it again, but sparingly. Sign of the horns, I wasn't sure how to find my demographics. But I will bear this in mind for a future date. The best rejection letter ever. The reply: Hi, yes of course. I really appreciated how your portfolio was laid out. All artworks were very clearly labeled, which always looks professional and helps curators know how your practice has changed over the years. I can see that you have an impressive amount of work and your portfolio shows the variety in your practice, from your canvas work to your street art. My personal favorites were This Too Shall Pass and Lost Souls. In terms of improvements, I would say to look over your artist statement. Readers would be interested to know more details about your influences, memento mori, spiritual themes and influences from the 1980s and 1990s pop culture, and how this might show up in your work. Think about how this influences how you make your work. Do you use mediums that were popular at the time? Do you watch or listen to the media of those eras whilst or before you work? Why do you feel drawn to these things? It might sound a bit crazy, but your artist statement should reflect your inner workings. Thinking about your influences on a deeper level can help you refine your practice as well. Best wishes and thank you for applying. Daisy Drew, and we'll leave it on that lovely note. Have a great week. SLART. Let us cordially converse in the comments. Do you have any tips or stories on writing proposals? Would you like to be my esteemed guest at my 2025 exhibition at the Crypt Gallery, London? Enjoy my publication. Share.